Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite wines, and that only became my favorite in recent times. And especially in the summer, it's become one of the most trending favorite summer drink, and we're talking about rosé. And it's not rose, it's pronounced rosé. There's an accent on the E. And in countries like Portugal and Spain, it is rosado, and in Italy, rosato. Okay, so we're going to tell you a little about how rosé is made. Rosé is actually a pink wine, and it's made from red wine grapes. And it's usually a blend of those grapes, and typically those grapes would be your Pinot Noir, your Sangiovese, your Grenache or Grenache, your Mourvèdre, Sensol. So those are some of the varietals from which it will be made. Typically, rosé is made in two different ways. It is made where you have the grape, the red wine grape is crushed, and then after being in contact with the skin for about a couple hours or a few days, you drain off the juice, and then you will have the pink liquid, and that's rosé. And if you notice, rosé can go from light pink to sometimes a really deep color, almost like red, but not quite. That depends on what the winemaker themselves is trying to achieve in terms of the color that they want the final product. They have a lot to do with the final product or what their desire is, the winemaker. Our rosés can go from dry to sweet, and they can also be still or sparkling wine. The other method is called Sonnier, which is actually translates to bleeding in French. And what that really is the pink liquid is drained off early in making of a red wine. So just before fermentation, they take off the pink liquid and they allow it to ferment separately from what will eventually become other batch of red wine. So those are pretty much the two ways that you'll get good rosé. Another thing with rosé is rosé tends to be really has characteristics of red wine, just lighter, because like I said, it is made from red wine grapes. But where for those of us who are new to rosé, one of the things you want to look for, and you want to make sure that you're getting something good in terms of a rosé, you're going to look from something from Provence. Like this is a Barton and Guster Côte de Provence. This is Ultimate Provence, one of my favorite rosés. And if you see, this is for a party, but of course we're going to have to wait till social distancing is no longer a thing, then we can share this bottle. This other bottle again is a hedonism, yeah, and this is from Grenache and Mourvèdre, and this also is Provence. So all three are rosés from Provence, which is they're absolutely excellent rosés you can get in other parts of the world, Spain, Portugal, even California. But usually you can't go wrong if you're looking at a rosé and you take something from Côte de Rhône. Côte de Provence, sorry, from the Côte de Provence. Even Côte de Rhône. And another thing I'm loving about the rosés actually is the bottles in which they're making them. Like this was the Ultimate Provence, a smaller bottle to the big bottle. And after I've drank the rosé, I've put on a beautiful cap on it, and I use it for my olive oils, I use it for juices, I use it for water. So you can use it for a lot of different things when you're entertaining. Here is also the bottle from the Côte de Provence, and look at this beautiful cork that they have. Oh, can't get it out, but it's a nice beautiful glass cork. Again, I've rinsed the bottle, taken off the labels, and these become really beautiful bottles to repurpose. You can use it as a vase. You can use it as anything that you need a bottle to put something in. These are fantastic. So that's one of the actual reasons that I'm absolutely loving rosés and can't get enough of it. Apart from that, it is a beautiful summer drink. And like I said, you can get it from sweet to dry, sparkling or still to sparkling. All right, so today That was our class on rosés. And thank you, Janelle Williams, for my beautiful Hermes scarf. Thank you so much. I feel so French. Bye. Au revoir.